Okay, so today we're going to read a story called Lemonade for Sale by Stuart J. Murphy. We're reviewing on bar graphs. You guys remember doing bar graphs? Awesome. Alright, Lemonade for Sale. The members of the Elm Street Kids Club were feeling glum. Our clubhouse is falling down and our piggy bank is empty, Meg said. I know how we can make some money, said Matthew. Let's sell lemonade. Danny said, I bet if we can sell about 30 or 40 cups each day for a week, we'll make enough money to fix our clubhouse. Let's keep track of our sales. Sherry said, I can make a bar graph. I'll list the number of cups up the side like this. I'll show the days of the week along the bottom like this. So see how she has her grid here, and then she has it labeled up the sides with the numbers. That's the number of cups. And then here's the days of the week, because they're going to sell it for 5 days. On Monday, they set up their corner stand. When people walked by, Petey, Meg's parents, walked, lemonade for sale, lemonade for sale. Matthew squeezed the lemons. Meg mixed in some sugar. Danny shook it up with ice and poured it into cups. Sherry kept track of how many cups they sold. They had a system going. They're all playing a part. Sherry announced, we sold 30 cups today. I'll fill in the bar above Monday up to the 30 on the side. So it's Monday, they sold 30 cups, so it goes up 10, 20, 30. So their numbers are labeled in increments of 10. Not bad, said Danny. Not bad, chattered Petey. On Tuesday, Petey squawked again. Lemonade for sale, and more people came by. Matthew squeezed more lemons. Meg mixed in more sugar. Danny shook it up with ice and poured it into more cups. Sherry kept track of how many cups they sold. Sherry shouted, we sold 40 cups today. I'll fill in the bar above Tuesday up to the number of 40. She did it again, up to the 40. And she goes 10, 20, 30, 40. The bars show that our sales are going up. Things are looking good, said Meg. Looking good, chattered Petey. On Wednesday, Petey squawked, lemonade for sale, so many times that most of the neighborhood stopped by. Matthew squeezed even more lemons. Meg mixed in and even more sugar. Danny shook it up with ice and poured it into even more cups. Sherry kept track of how many cups they sold. Sherry yelled, we sold 56 cups today. I'll fill in Wednesday's bar up to a little more than halfway between 50 and 60. But they sold 56, and what number comes right in the middle of 60 and 50? 56, what comes smack in the middle?
55.
55, so she had to go a little bit above halfway because they made, how many did they sell?
55.
56. That's great, shouted Matthew. That's great, bragged Petey. They opened again on Thursday, but something was wrong. No matter how many times Petey squawked, lemonade for sale, hardly anyone stopped by. Matthew squeezed just a few lemons. Meg mixed only a couple spoonfuls of sugar. Adrian. Danny's ice melted while he waited. Sherry kept track of the few cups that they sold. Sherry said, we sold only 24 cups today. Thursday's bar is way down low. See how it dropped? It was going up and then down, plummeted. Mm-hmm. There goes our clubhouse, said Danny sadly. Petey didn't make a sound. I think I know what's going on, said Matthew. Look, he pointed down the street. There's someone juggling on that corner, and everyone's going over there to watch. Let's check it out, said Meg. Danny asked the juggler, who are you? I'm Jed, said the juggler. I just moved here. Sherry had an idea. She whispered something to Jed. On Friday, Sherry arrived with Jed. Jed's going to juggle right next to our stand, Sherry said. That day, Petey squawked. Jed juggled, and more people came by than ever before. Matthew squeezed loads of lemon. Meg mixed in tons of sugar. Danny shook it up with lots of ice and almost ran out of cups. Sherry could hardly keep track of how many cups they sold. Jaden T, I need you to pay attention. Jaden. Okay, let's worry about that later. Can you pay attention to this, please? Great. Hooray, they all shouted. Jed, Jed, will you join our club? You bet, said Jed. You bet, squawked Petey. I skipped a page. We sold so many cups today that our sales are over the top. We have enough money to rebuild our clubhouse. See, it was so high, she had to get on a ladder to fill in the graph because it went above and beyond their 90, which is the top. Hooray, they all shouted. Jed, Jed, will you join our club? You bet, said Jed. You bet, squawked Petey. Okay, so they made a, what kind of graph? A bar graph. And they set up their graph in increments of what number?
10.
So they counted by tens. So they label up the side by tens. Now, they made a graph with how many cups of lemonade they sold, right? Well, we're going to take a survey. Do you guys remember what a survey is? Kind of like a vote?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. Okay. So, we're going to take a vote of our favorite drinks. Okay? So, favorite drinks. And I'm going to put this in a specific kind of math tool. And you guys have to tell me what this is called. See if you can remember what we call this. You guys remember yet? Any ideas? Raise your hand if you know what it is. Aiden, what is this called?
A favorite drink.
Okay. We are going to take a survey of our favorite drinks, but what is this math tool called, Michaela? It's not a bar graph. We're setting up for a bar graph. This is actually called a chart. This is where we're going to list the options, and then we're going to put tally marks according to how many votes each one gets. Okay? So we're going to vote between soda, water, lemonade, and milk. How many times are you allowed to vote?
Once.
One time. So think about it carefully. Now there are 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 of you in here right now. Okay, there are 12 of you. So how many tally marks should I have at the end of this survey? I should only have 12. So how many times do we vote?
Once.
One time. Raise your hand if soda is your favorite drink. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, 10 sodas. Raise your hand if water is your favorite drink. 1 water. Raise your hand if lemonade is your favorite drink. Think you already voted. Didn't you already vote? Remember, only one time. So we have no lemonades. I'm just going to leave it blank. Whose favorite drink is milk? I have 1 milk. So how many sodas do we have?
10.
How many waters?
1.
Lemonade?
0.
Milk? 1. So, now what you're going to do, I'm going to break you into groups. And you already know your math groups, but I'll refresh your memories in case you've forgotten. You're going to have a page that looks like this. And you guys have to label it. You have to figure out what to do. Now, what is this for? Evan.
Title.
The title. So you're going to get all of this information from our favorite drinks and what kind of
Chart.
in the chart. All the information to put on this graph is going to be taken from this chart. Adrian, please put the pencils away. Thank you. So this is where your title goes. Guess what these are? They're not telling words. What would you put down here, Evan?
The kind of drinks.
The kind of drinks. Because notice how there are 1, 2, 3, 4 lines. That's where you put the drink names. Okay? Now, this is missing something. What is it missing, Michaela?
The kind of picture. Your time for the drinks.
Okay, so what would we call that? What are we missing then? We are missing the bars in the bar graph, yes, so we can make those. Okay. So you would have to draw these in. And then, so we have the bars set. What else are we missing, Nathaniel? Numbers. What do you guys think is the best number to count by in this situation? Nolan.
Well, I think if we could go by tens.
You want to go by tens?
Yes, if we started with like 10 cents.
They did go by tens, but they were selling a lot of lemonade.
Okay, I think
We don't have that many votes, right? So what?
ones.
So ones?
1 through 10.
1 through 10 maybe? I think we can do that. So we start always at what number?
1. 0.
0. We always start at 0. Then we have 1,
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
and the top one is 10.
10.
So then we'll have to do what to this? Put the numbers. What do we call that? I say always put your label. Someone pays attention.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
So what are we putting here? Title. And here we're putting what? The names of our favorite drinks. And then here we're going to fill in how many votes.
Yes.
All right. I have already made your little charts for you. I need Shaylee, Jace, Aiden, Jessica, Harmony, and Nolan. You guys are going to come sit over here. And I know some of you guys aren't in here right now. But you don't really need to bring a chair because there's already chairs. So I need Shaylee, Aiden, Jessica, and Nolan. All right, so should you sit here? Should you sit here? Okay, sit here then. Thank you. All right. Evan, Valeria, JR, Nathaniel, Miranda, and Connor. Only 3 of you guys are here today. So you guys can come to this corner. Just stay over here. And Destiny, y'all group is going to come over here. So I'm going to put these chairs on this side.
Yeah, I'm the
You usually get rid of the table. Okay. Get your graph. Michaela, you're in this group. Bring one of those chairs from over at that corner. Bring it over here. All right, you guys are already getting loud, and that's not what we do. Okay. You guys are going to work together. Go ahead, please bring it over next to Adrian. Okay, I need you to wait, and let's listen to directions. 3, 2, 1. Set your paper down. Okay. Sit on your bottoms. All the way. Pay attention and listen. Okay. You guys are going to make your bar graphs now. We have already done this almost all the way together on the board. This information is going to stay up here. That way you can see it. You are going to work as a group to create your graph. Okay? We have some markers, crayons, and rulers to help you draw straight lines over here. So should anybody have really crazy crooked lines? No. Should our graphs be all over the place and I can't follow it? No, because we have rulers that are going to help us keep it straight and clean and organized. Right?
And in the same place.
That is correct. So, one person from each group, you know who the leaders are. It's Shaylee, Jaden, and Evan. You guys are your group leaders. Come and get the supplies that you need. You can make it any way you want to. You can use any colors. But the graph needs to be representative of this, which means it needs to take that information and put it into this graph so you can represent this chart information in the graph. Does anyone have any questions? Is anyone confused? What are you confused on?
How am I going to write it on? Because I just don't know how I'm going to write it.
Okay, well that's why we have all these tools over here. These are our materials, markers, crayons, and rulers.
Yeah, but what I mean is that how am I going to put stuff down and only put it stuff?
Well, these cups. Come on.
Oh, thank you.
All right, so let's get started. Team captains, team leaders, go get your tools, your materials. Yeah, I'll take the tool. You guys, that stays on the table. Okay, you can quietly pull your chair over there. And everybody needs to take a turn doing something. This is not just one person's project. We are a group, so we do things together. It might be better if we move this way. Well, it's upside down to you, but it's not to them, and we're going to have to work together. So you might have to get up and walk over there so you can see it. You'll only need one set of tools. So if you need like multiple markers, that's fine. So I only want you guys coming over here one time. So you have how many things? How many different categories do we have? 4. So what is the maximum amount of markers that you would need? 4. And that's only if you want to do it different colors for each one. You don't have to. You can do it all the same color if you want. It's your graph. Okay? And write neatly. Use very neat handwriting. Okay, you guys have 1 minute to do your materials. You will have 10 minutes to complete your graph. It is completely doable in 10 minutes. I know you can do this in 10 minutes. All right, so y'all start talking and figure out what you're going to do. Also, if you need a yardstick, possibly make your graph. I have yardsticks. Do you like this right here? Yes. Everybody's going to do a part. What do we always do to titles? Every title should be capitalized. Capitalize the important words. All right, I'm going to start the timer. You guys have 10 minutes. Choose whatever you want to make a straight line. Alright, set the timer. Your 10 minutes starts now.
If he doesn't finish,
Okay, you guys need to work together. You only have 10 minutes, so you need to do what you think will use your time best. So I see that you guys don't have what written at the top. What are you guys missing right now? No, you guys are doing that. The boys can write the what? The title. It says title. Yeah, the title. Okay. Well, it says title. So. No. You don't write title. You give it a title. What should the title be? What's the title of the chart, guys? Favorite drink. So what should the title of your graph be? Favorite drinks. Everybody's going to write one category. They should probably go all the way across. I suggest that you guys do it with pencil first, in case you make any mistakes. And you probably shouldn't start in the middle of your graph. Just start at the bottom when you're doing your grid. I really think that would be a good idea. Favorite what? I might use this if you don't follow this. But I would maybe mark it with a pencil first. That way you can make sure you have the appropriate amount. What do you mean? How are you supposed to do what? That's how I would do it, yeah. Like above, like you write your name on the line, just like you write this on the line. You don't go over the line, like right on top of it. Over, like you do on any line. Okay, we'll do it how you want to. That's fine. I gave you enough room that you could make your graph the way that you want it. Yeah. No, not really, because it's marker. So, you guys need to make decisions together. Not one person gets to do it. You guys have to talk about it and collaborate. We're working together in groups. We're a team. Okay? So I said that it might be better to start at the bottom. And look at this. Watch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So what you could do is start at the bottom and just use this as your entire, what do we call this, a rubber column? Because rows go left to right.
It's because he keeps on moving the ruler.
Okay, well maybe you should be a good teammate and help him hold it. That would be nice. Something that I showed them, can I see that please? Something I showed them is that this could be used as your row. Like you could use the whole thing across and then bring it up. Again, until you have your 10 maybe. That would be a good way to use the whole space.
I'm waiting. I'm thinking because I'm missing after he's done, after he's done.
Right, y'all need help. Why don't you hold this there? Have her help you. Hold this here. Thank you.
Okay, no.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Destiny, you are now the team leader. It's looking good. Yep. Have it.
You can have
See, I see you tomorrow.
You can write the numbers. Yeah,
All right.
you can start writing the numbers. Right.
So I think you guys need to finish leaving. I want you, Jaden, to go finish writing these. There's your eraser right there that your teammate can give you, and he's going to stop playing with Yes. You already wrote this one? Okay, you do this one. Who wrote this? You did? Okay. So now, you write one. You, Jaden, you're going to write one here. Andrew, you're going to write one here. Take turns and pay attention to what you're doing because people are working. You're working together. Okay, you might want to write it on the line. Yes. Here's what you guys
Actually,
write.
I know what we should do. We could actually write one.
Alright, I'm gonna check the time. Giving you time check.
Write one right
You have 3 minutes.
here.
Yeah, time flies when you're having fun. I think you're confused because here's a line. Do it here, like that. Now go underneath. Now you do this one. You need to make it to 10, so you guys gotta really pay attention to how big they are because this right here is kind of wide compared to the rest. And you have one here. Evan, you're the team leader. You gotta kind of help. You gotta help each other. Okay, so no, 0. So you can do make them smaller, I guess. Okay, but you need to do this first. Let's do one thing at a time. So you're at 6, 7. Okay, then we go here. Okay, and then we have one more space, so we just need to have how many more lines? It's just one, really. So we make it there. Yes. I'll be there in just 1 second. You can go touch the board. Nine, and we leave off at 10. Very good, very good. Alright, I'm going to add 5 minutes to your time. It looks like we might all need it.
There is no, she said there isn't going to be another line. She said no more lines. Now? No, I fill it in. No, I fill it in. Yeah, I feel it in there. But I don't get it.
Okay, guys, go into your groups. These are your math groups. Shaylee, everyone get quiet. Shaylee, Jace, Aiden, Jessica, Harmony, Nolan. If your name was not called, you're not over here. Jaden, Michaela, Asa, Adrian, Destiny, Elijah, Jaden, T. Evan, Valeria, JR, Nathaniel, Miranda, Connor. Put it in your pocket for now and we'll do it in a minute. Right now we're doing this. Okay. 3, 2, 1. You are getting too loud. I realize that some of your group members came back, and that's wonderful. Let them participate with you. Guys, we're making a bar graph. We took a survey. You guys weren't in here, so your vote's not in there. However, hello, I'm talking to you. We're not. Some of your votes aren't in there, but that's okay. This is the information that we're putting into the graph. So you're making a graph together. You guys are way behind y'all. Elijah, I want you to make the grid. Asa, you can make a bar. So make your grid. You gotta have your rows and your columns. Okay, hold on a second. I think y'all you would have a bar for soda that goes where? Where does your, how many sodas do you have? 10. Okay, so put your bar. Okay, now how many waters? So you just need to put a little square. So you already have this side, so we're going to eliminate this side. Alright, Valeria's going to do this one. How many milks? 1 milk. So you're going to make your little bar for 1 right here. You can start filling in your bars. No, because we're going to let Valeria finish filling it in. So Valeria, 1 is the first line. So how much of a... Okay, he knows what to do. So you just need to fill in 1. Okay, you need to get over here. Okay. Are you guys paying attention to what you're doing, or are you just coloring? I know. This is we're making a bar graph. This group is too loud. You are supposed to put bars over your label. That way you know what you're graphing. And then you fill it in appropriately. So how many sodas did you fill in? How many bars of soda? 10. So go ahead and fill it in 10 above soda. Yes. Okay, we'll talk about that. Okay, well now we're water. So good job. Jace, I want you to fill in or Harmony. Whoever hasn't been here needs to do something. You don't need a marker because there's enough here for everyone. Everyone gets to do something. You need to participate. Okay, so let's start making it. You don't have much time left. We're on a time limit. You don't have much time. That's your 1. Next is your, yeah, you don't take time. We'll go another one. So where are we at? 2. Next. Hold it down. Hold it down. You go like this. I don't care what color it is. Let's just get it done. Come on. So then we're at, we did 1, 2, 3. How you doing? That's our timer going off, and I see a lot of groups, every group that isn't done. You're only going to have a few more moments to finish because we need to get on to do our assessment. An assessment? Jay's going to turn now. You guys are not being nice to each other. You are a team. Work together. I would like to put these in the hallways for everyone to see. This one will be doing great. I love the way this group is working together. So awesome. You are working together, except for I don't see her doing anything, and she's been gone the whole time.
I said that she could do the rest.
Okay, y'all get this filled in. Obviously, this marker's running out, so y'all need to use one that works.
Okay, you can use that.
Right. All right, great. So now you guys can use another math tool here. I would use that to create your bars above your label. Above your label. So how many milks? One milk. So you would put this here, and you would go up to line 1. And these should be labeled. Okay, listen, you're on the side. We'll do that. Only go to line. Nolan, you looking unhappy? Why? How are we doing over here? I don't see this bar. So, Jake, how many milks do we have? How many people voted for milk? 1. So how high on the graph are you going to fill milk? 1. So go and fill it in. Aiden, I have a turn. Fill in for milk. Okay, just use orange and bigger. Fill in the 1 milk. Just the 1 milk. 1. Hey, you're really not paying attention to what's going on. Okay. So are you guys all done? Okay, so I think that you guys have a completed bar graph. What do y'all think? How many votes for lemonade? 0. So we're done. Alright, we have our first finished group. Let's see if we can all get done. Alright, group leader, bring it up here. The rest of your group needs to sit on their bottom. Sit on your bottom. Okay, you're fine.
I would get out of this.
Alright, another consent. You are yelling. You need to sit down right now. Yeah. We have another completed graph. We're waiting for one more graph. Come on, guys, let's get it done. No, those are lines. We need bars. This is a bar graph. So what do you need to do? You need to give your lines some width to make them thick like bars. This group is talking and this group is talking. You should not be talking. Let me get you your exit tickets. Get in your seat, please. Your assessment. You're going to do this all by yourself. It is going to be easy. You know why? Because you just did it. This is a little review. Carmen, come over here. Excuse me, this page is not group work. You do this independently. I mean, by yourself. Evan, where are you? Oh, thank you for putting up your materials. Actually, return to your normal seats if your normal seat is available. So Connor, come over here at your own desk. I need all feet on the floor. Oh, that's looking so good. Good job. Except for this kind of needs to be over water because it looks like it's measuring nothing. Can y'all put it over the water? Well, I guess it's all right. I think it's okay because this one is kind of to the side too. So let's just leave it as it is. All right, I need the group leader to go ahead and go put the materials away after she was finished. Okay, you need to stop. Okay, Aiden, you may come sit in your seat. Carmen, return to yours. Nathaniel, sit in yours. You need to calm down. All right, it looks like we have another completed graph. Here's our completed graph. All right. If you're in the last group, take this to your seat and complete it. Let's complete our assessment. Excuse me. Nolan, please return to your seat. Excuse me. You're in your right seat. I know where you're going. Who's missing their assessment sheet? Michaela. Nolan, please sit in your chair. No. There's pencils in your cup. Will you hand them to Destiny? Anyone else missing their assessment sheet? Everybody has one. Everybody has an assessment sheet? We're looking good. All right. I was going to have you guys present your posters, but I'm just going to have the group leader come do it. Jaden's not here, so who do we have? Destiny? Come show us explain to us your graph. Come on. Well, tell me what you did. Okay, so tell me what you did first. First thing you did was what? Excuse me, what? You put the title, and then you did what? You put the favorite drinks, which is called what? What do we call that? Putting the... What are these called, guys?
Labels.
Y'all put the labels, and then you did what? You made a bar graph. How? Guys, you're not talking right now. By drawing vertical lines. Horizontal lines, also called, are they rows or columns? Rows. And then what did you do? So you graphed the votes using what kind of, what did you use? What kind of graph is this? It's a bar graph, so you used bars, right? You graphed with bars, all right? And how many sodas? How many waters? How many lemonades? How many milk? 1. All right. So very good bar graph. Evan, please complete. Present your group. Tell me what we have here. You put the title, then you did what? The labels, and then you did what? You put the horizontal lines, which are also called the rows. How did you know how high to fill in? You labeled it with numbers on the left side, going up, right? And how many sodas did you have? How many waters? How many lemonades? How many milks? 1. Very good. And last but not least, this group did it a little bit differently. Shaylee, please come present this graph to us. So what is the first thing your group did? You put a title, and what was the title? Favorite drink. Okay. What else? What next? You put the numbers. How did you know to put the numbers if there weren't lines? You put the lines and then the. Okay, so you did lines and then numbers, and then what did you do? You wrote the names, you gave labels to the categories, and then what? You put vertical lines to show what? To show how many, making what? What kind of graph is this? It's a bar graph, so you may use the vertical lines to make the bars. Okay, and how many bars did you fill up for soda? How about for water? How many for lemonade? How many for milk? 1. Okay, all of your graphs matched our favorite drink chart. You all had 10 sodas, 1 water, no lemonade, and 1 milk. Do your graphs look exactly the same? No, but they all look similar, and they're all representative of the information that of our data. So all the information we collected, this is our, this is a chart that contains the drink data, because we took a survey and we got data, right? Or data or data, you can say either way. And then from our chart, we took the data or data and we put it into a bar graph. Fantastic. You guys are awesome. That's right. We transferred the information to a bar graph. Fabulous job, guys.